nightly business report.
Good evening. Tonight, Emirates' dedication to Sri Lanka is demonstrated with the introduction of its Airbus A350 on the Colombo-Dubai route, which offers enhanced cabins, premium economy and cutting-edge facilities. Central Bank's preliminary data shows that private sector credit grew strongly in February, building on its sharp rise in December before the holidays. Following earlier falls, the All-Share Price Index and S&P SL20 both recorded increases on the fourth trading day of the Colombo Stock Exchange. And following President Donald Trump's announcement of plans to impose tariffs on the car sector that could reach up to 25%, US markets end the day much lower.
From Studio 24, here's Anuradhi Vikramasinghe.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. Emirates has introduced its Airbus A350 on the Colombo-Dubai route, offering upgraded cabins, premium economy and advanced amenities, showcasing the airline's commitment to Sri Lanka.
Emirates has introduced its Airbus A350 aircraft to Sri Lanka, showcasing cutting-edge interiors and industry-first technologies. The A350 now operates on Colombo-Dubai route, offering passengers a unique experience with Emirates' premium economy cabin. Passengers in premium economy can enjoy cream-colored leather seating, in-seating charging, and 13.3-inch screen for entertainment, as well as elevated dining experience. The aircraft features three classes: business, premium economy, and economy, with a total of 312 seats. Emirates A350 also boasts innovations like faster Wi-Fi, ultra-responsive touchscreens and upgraded cabins for all classes. With the addition of the A350 to its fleet, Emirates continues to provide unparalleled service on the Colombo-Dubai route, reinforcing its commitment to Sri Lanka. The airline has operated in Sri Lanka for 39 years, supporting the country's tourism and export industries.
The Indo-Lanka Chamber of Commerce and Industry of the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce hosted a discussion on enhancing bilateral trade ties between India and Sri Lanka. The focus was on key areas such as skills training, access to financing, education and free trade agreements. ILCCI President M. Raghuraman reaffirmed the Chamber's commitment to fostering trade, investment and business ties between the two nations. The discussion covered a wide range of sectors including IT, tourism, marine industries, vehicle parts manufacturing and agriculture. Deputy Minister of Industry and Entrepreneurship Development Chaturanga Abesinghe emphasized the need for stronger border controls and policy reforms. He also highlighted the importance of industry-specific growth plans to improve competitiveness. Provisional data from the central bank reveals that private sector credit continued to grow at a strong pace in February, building on December's rapid increase ahead of the festive season.
Provisional data from the central bank shows a significant rise in private sector credit, with 106 billion rupees in fresh credit issued from February 2025. This growth follows a seasonal decline of 4.6 billion rupees in January after a record increase of 193.2 billion rupees in December last year. February's credit surge marks a strong start of private sector lending, following a total of 790 billion rupees in fresh credit disbursed throughout last year. The 12.8% year-on-year increase in total outstanding private sector credit highlights robust economic activity. The central bank expects this trend to continue, supporting domestic economic growth. Credit growth was broad-based, with double-digit increases across agriculture, industry services, and personal loans. Despite withholding 2025 growth projections, the central bank is optimistic about continued economic recovery following a solid 5% growth in 2024.
Sri Lanka's Telecommunications Regulatory Commission has denied reports claiming the suspension of Starlink satellite broadband services. TRCSL Director General Bandula Herath clarified that a dashboard system is required for proper regulation of the service. However, due to some delays in implementing the system, the service's launch has been postponed. Herath assured that Starlink's service will not be halted and is expected to be operational by April. The dashboard will enable proper regulation of service delivery and ensure national security. Once the system is in place, the service will be monitored and regulated effectively. TRCSL emphasized the importance of adhering to regulations for the safety and security of the country. Central Bank of Sri Lanka Governor Dr. Dandalal Veerasinghe revealed that only about 500 requests have been submitted under the loan restructuring scheme and for small and medium enterprises, despite broad eligibility and strong regulatory support.
The Central Bank of Sri Lanka has expressed concerns over the low response to the loan restructuring scheme for small and medium enterprises. With only about 500 requests submitted so far, the scheme introduced in December last year aims to help SMEs impacted by the Easter Sunday attacks, the COVID-19 pandemic and macroeconomic instability. CBSL Governor Dr. Nandalal Veerasinghe suggested that the limited uptake could be due to the lack of awareness among eligible businesses. The loan restructuring offers includes rescheduling of SMEs with non-performing loans, with deadlines set for repayment based on loan size. Additionally, interest waivers are available for unpaid interest accrued since April 2019. Veerasinghe emphasized that banks must process applications transparently, even for borrowers with adverse CRIB records. Despite some criticism, CBSL defended the system, highlighting improved macroeconomic conditions and urging businesses to engage with their banks and access support.
Let's take a short break now. This is the Nightly Business Report. Welcome back to the Nightly Business Report. The Colombo Stock Exchange saw a positive movement on the fourth trading day, with both the All Share Price Index and S&P SL20 recording gains following previous declines. Despite fluctuating market activity, investor sentiment remained optimistic. For further insights, we speak with Manusha Kandanarachi from First Capital Holdings.
Thank you, Anuradhi. Pivoting from yesterday's slight downturn, the Colombo stock market experienced a highly volatile market with sideways movements, with the index dropping drastically during the first few hours of trading. However, the all-share price index closed the day in green at 15,887, gaining only 39 points. However, the retail and high net worth investor participation remained subdued during today's trading session as well. HNB Bank, Sampath Bank, Commercial Bank, John Kills Holdings and Bukit Dara were the major contributors towards the SBI upturn today. Today's turnover also increased, ending the day at 2.1 billion rupees from yesterday's 1.6 billion rupee mark. This is also exactly the same as the monthly average of 2.1 billion rupees. The capital goods sector dominated the contribution to turnover with 59%, followed by banking and food and beverage tobacco sectors jointly contributing 25% of the overall turnover. Furthermore, top three gainers of the day were Nation Lanka Finance, SPH and Sansan International PLC. Thank you.
The Monetary Policy Board has decided to maintain the overnight policy rate at 8%, aiming to bring inflation towards the 5% target while supporting domestic economic growth. The decision was made after evaluating both domestic and global economic developments. For further insights, we speak with Ranjan Ranatunga from First Capital Holdings.
Thank you, Anuradhi. The Central Bank of Sri Lanka, at its second monetary policy review for 2025, decided to maintain overnight policy rates at 8%. The board remains confident that the prevailing policy rates will ensure inflation moving towards a targeted 5% level while supporting the expansion of the domestic economy. The inflation has remained in the negative territory for the 7th consecutive month, recording 4.2% for the month of February. Moreover, the latest GDP numbers has also indicated a continuous expansion in the economy after declining for the second consecutive year. The forward indicators also show continuous recovery in the GDP, while the rupee liquidity remains in surplus and the market interest rates have declined, supporting credit growth in the private sector while stimulating the economic activity. The external sector has performed better than expectations, and the strong exports and rising imports have widened the trade deficit. But increased earnings from tourism and remittances has improved the external current account surplus. Foreign inflows into government securities have also grown, enhancing confidence. Thank you.
Gold Gold prices rose today amid heightened demand for safe haven assets following U.S. President Donald Trump's announcement of 25% tariffs on all automobile imports. Spot gold increased by 0.4%, reaching $3,032.21 per ounce, staying near its recent record high. Gold futures expiring in May also saw a rise of 0.5%, reaching $3,067.42 per ounce. The rise in gold prices came as global markets reacted to Trump's tariff announcement, with Wall Street and Asian stocks experiencing significant losses. Investors flocked to gold amid fears that additional tariff measures could escalate trade tensions further. Goldman Sachs also raised its 2025 gold price target, citing strong central bank demand from inflows from exchange-traded funds. The continued volatility in global markets is expected to keep gold prices supported in the short term. Oil prices edged higher today due to concerns over tighter global supply following U.S. tariff threats on Venezuelan oil buyers and sanctions on Iranian oil. Brent crude futures rose 0.1%, reaching $73.86 a barrel, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures gained 0.1% to $69.75 a barrel. The rise in oil prices follows a 1% increase yesterday, driven by government data showing a decline in U.S. crude oil and fuel inventories. Traders are also weighing the potential impact of U.S. President Trump's auto tariffs on oil demand, with a 25% tariff on imported cars and light trucks set to take effect next week. The tariffs could increase auto prices, potentially reducing demand for oil, but also slow the transition to greener vehicles. Investors are closely monitoring the situation as they assess the balance between supply risks and changing demand dynamics. The Sri Lankan rupee has strengthened further against the US dollar at commercial banks today, continuing its positive momentum from yesterday. According to commercial bank data, the buying rate of the US dollar has decreased, while the selling rate has also shown improvement. This reflects a favorable shift in the rupee's performance. Let's now take a closer look at how the rupee is performing against other major global currencies in today's market. A short break now. This is the Nightly Business Report. Welcome back. The BYD delivery ceremony at the BYD Service Centre in Colombo celebrated the brand's latest electric vehicle deliveries, highlighting its commitment to sustainable mobility in Sri Lanka.
The BYD delivery ceremony at the BYD Service Centre in Colombo marked a significant milestone for the electric vehicle brand in Sri Lanka. The event showcased BYD's commitment to promoting sustainable mobility solutions in the country. Customers were introduced to the latest electric vehicle models, underscoring the shift towards eco-friendly transportation. The ceremony featured speeches from key company representatives, including BYD's leadership team, who discussed the future of electric vehicles in Sri Lanka. The event highlighted the growing demand for electric cars as an alternative to traditional fossil fuel-powered vehicles. BYD's entry into Sri Lankan market is expected to contribute significantly to reducing carbon emissions and fostering environmental awareness. The company aims to expand its footprint in Sri Lanka and provide cutting-edge EV technology to local consumers.
Cargill's Village to Home program continues to empower small local businesses by providing them a platform to showcase their products at Cargill's Food City outlets. The program, which covers event expenses including logistics, allows entrepreneurs to retain all income earned and offers a path to becoming listed suppliers at Cargill stores. featuring a variety of products from handcrafts to traditional sweets and included fun out-of-the games for customers. Cargill's also supports entrepreneurs with banking services through Cargill's Bank, including loans, financial literacy training and more. Since its launch, the program has benefited over 1,300 small businesses, including many female-led, youth-driven and special ability enterprises. Cargill's continues to expand the program nationwide, including to the northern province, fostering economic growth and entrepreneurial development across Sri Lanka. STC has launched a cashless payment system for tyres and batteries in partnership with Sampath Bank. Customers can use credit cards for payments and receive discounts on brands like Ferrantino, Seat and Exide at STC showrooms nationwide.
The Sri Lankan State Trading Corporation has launched a new cashless payment system for the purchase for these tyres and batteries. In collaboration with Sampath Bank, customers can now use credit cards to make payments at STC showrooms across the country. The program offers attractive discounts on popular brands such as Ferrantino, Seat and Exide. This initiative aims to align with the government's vision of fostering a digital economy and promoting cashless transactions. The new era payment method is a part of a broader effort to support domestic production and provide convenient purchase options for the government institutions. The launch event was held at STC's new showroom with senior officials from the corporation and Sampath Bank in attendance. This move is expected to enhance sales operations and offer greater flexibility for customers.
Spa Salon has received global recognition for its white rice and bakuchiol skincare ranges, which focus on the concept of well-aging at the Universal Beauty Awards. Spa Salon's Skin Smooth Bakuchiol Retinol Alternative Age Refining Day and Night Facial Serum won gold for Best Luxury Serum, while the White Rice Overnight Nourishing Perfector earned bronze for Best Multi-Action Night Product. The well-aging approach promotes confidence at every life stage, emphasizing nourishment and self-care. Rooted in Ayurveda, the white rice and bakuchiol ranges combine ancient wisdom with modern science to restore and rejuvenate the skin. Spa Salon co-founder Shalin Balasurya expressed pride in the brand's international recognition, highlighting the use of natural ingredients and Ayurveda wonder herbs. The brand also gained attention in prominent publications, with The Independent and H&N magazine featuring its products for their anti-aging and nourishing benefits. Lenovo, in collaboration with Abans, has introduced the cutting-edge ThinkPad T14S to Sri Lanka, powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon X Elite processor. The launch event showcased a new era of computing, emphasizing speed, efficiency and AI-driven capabilities.
Weighing just 1.24 kg, the ultra-portable laptop boasts a 58-watt-hour battery and rapid charge support for extended use. Lenovo India Director Naveen Kejriwal highlighted the ThinkPad T14's versatility for remote work, content creation and gaming. Abans Managing Director Rusi Pestunji emphasized the company's commitment to delivering world-class technology to Sri Lankans through this collaboration. Dr. Chatura Javadana, CMO at Abans, reaffirmed the company's position as the leading provider of innovative tech in the country. This launch marks another milestone for Lenovo in offering cutting-edge solutions to meet the evolving needs of Sri Lankan users.
Hutch is empowering students through its Future Connect initiative, transforming industry academic collaboration with hands-on learning experiences. Partnering with SLIIT, the program gives students exposure to networking, cloud infrastructure and data communication technologies. The first session, held at the SLIIT Mala Bay campus, focused on networking, computer systems and cloud infrastructure management, led by Hutch's Chief Information Officer Asanga Ranasinghe. Following this, students visited the Hutch Engineering Complex in Walpola, Ragama, where they explored critical infrastructures such as the Network Operations Center and data centers. Mangala Bandar, the General Manager of Corporate Affairs at Hutch, highlighted the initiative's role in equipping students with practical expertise to drive Sri Lanka's digital transformation. Hutch's commitment to building a skilled workforce underscores its dedication to enhancing digital education and preparing the next generation of tech professionals. Let's take a short commercial break now. Global business updates coming on the other side. This is the Nightly Business Report. to the Nightly Business Report. Most Asian stocks dropped following US President Donald Trump's announcement of automobile tariffs, heightening concerns over his trade agenda. Japan's Nikkei 225 index was the worst performer, falling 1.1%, impacted by its high concentration of automakers and tech stocks. South Korea's Kospi also declined by 1%, reflecting similar exposure to automaking and tech. In contrast, Hong Kong shares rose, driven by strength in local tech stocks amid optimism about China's AI potential and additional stimulus from Beijing. Singapore's Straits Times Index gained 0.5%, hitting a record high as investors shifted towards safer sectors like financials. Futures for India's Nifty 50 index pointed to a flat open following a recent slowdown in Indian markets rebound. US stocks closed significantly lower after President Donald Trump revealed plans for auto industry tariffs potentially reaching up to 25%. This announcement raised concerns about economic impact and trade tensions.
U.S. stocks ended sharply lower on Wednesday, with the Dow dropping 0.3%, the S&P 500 shedding more than 1%, and the Nasdaq plummeting 2%. President Donald Trump late Wednesday announced plans for auto industry tariffs that could climb as high as 25%, widening the global trade war he kicked off this year. Shares of General Motors, down more than 3% at the close, tumbled another 5% in extended trading, with Jeep owner Stellantis suffering similar losses. Ford shares also lost ground after hours. Big tech took a big hit on Wednesday, with shares of Nvidia sliding almost 6% and Broadcom falling almost 5%. Shares of Tesla, which had enjoyed a recent rebound, dropped more than 5.5%. Other movers included Dollar Tree, up 3% after the discount retail chain said it was nearing a sale of its Family Dollar business to a consortium of private equity investors for about $1 billion. And shares of GameStop jumped more than 11.5% following its board's unanimous approval to incorporate Bitcoin as a Treasury Reserve asset.
Chinese electric vehicle giant BYD aims to double its sales outside China to more than 800,000 cars in 2025 and will look to overcome tariffs by assembling cars locally. Its chairman Wang Shanfu told analysts on an earnings call.
China's BYD has big ambitions, according to their chairman this week. The electric vehicle giant aims to double its sales outside China to more than 800,000 cars this year. It will also try to overcome tariffs by assembling cars locally. BYD sold just over 417,000 units overseas last year. A transcript of his call showed Chairman Wang Chuanfu said the automaker expects to see a substantial rise in its market share in Britain. He argued the country is very open to competitive Chinese products. The company also sees great opportunities to grow rapidly in Latin America and Southeast Asian countries. Wang added BYD plans to keep its cost advantage through buying key components from China and assembling the vehicles in local markets. It comes with governments abroad weighing or levying taxes against Chinese-made cars. Wang told analysts he expected to see the majority of BYD's profits coming from overseas markets at a certain stage. He didn't specify the timing for that to be achieved.
Well, that's all from us here on the Nightly Business Report for today. We'll see you again tomorrow with the latest updates across the business globe. Till then, I'm Anuradhi Vikramasinghe. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night.